Now this is a table that I made specially to go into a corner. I actually made this for the bedroom, and then things change, but this was I thought that we were going to work more in the bedroom. It proved to be too hot because we don't have AC, so that was abandoned. And then sure enough, a place came up for it in our extension, and that's where it sits right now. I did put one test rivet in. It was going to be the same finish as the desk that you just saw. See, but it's made to go into a corner. Now here I've really taken it to an extreme on my layering up. See, you've got, this is the base, this is a trim that's on the outside, so you've got one level there, that's the original level, another level which I put on, followed up by another one, and you get that heavily tiered look, which I really like. So now this is a desk, I really like this desk, but it does need some time spent on it to bring it to finished. But it's a whole series of rather dark style furniture, which is not to everybody's taste. And to illustrate the fact that not everybody has the dark taste, I made this table, and I made it for someone special. And as we were leaving my shop, which I had within a large company, the owner of that company saw it wasn't this exact piece, it was another, but in the same style, and saw it and offered to buy it from the lady that was taking it, and she refused, of course, and then she went home and she painted it white. So my furniture does not appeal to everybody. I also like to do fun pieces. So here's another piece which I watched the cartoon Beauty and the Beast, and how the artists there had furniture clunking around on made-up feet. And then I looked at what is in America is a drop-off box for mail, and it's very similar to this, except that it's very, very straight. Well, I went home and I did up a drawing, and I drew this, and then I made this, and I don't know whether you can see. If you can see on there, I called it snail mail, or US. I think the sign says US snail. We always talked about snail mail, and I did this, and I actually made this with a drop-down door that comes out like this, and I made it for a child's bedroom. Really, not quite sure what happened to this piece, whether it was sold, whether I left it somewhere. I left quite a few of my pieces at my friend Larry's place next to the public library, or what probably used to be the public library now, in Fort Myers. Anyway, that's one fun piece that I enjoyed making. Now this is another fun piece, and this I made, maybe not this exact one, but I made one of these for the birthday of a granddaughter, and she shared it with her sister Hannah and Haley, and they have, if not this piece, it was one that's very similar. And the thing about this is it kind of looks, it was inspired by Hobbs, by the cartoon Hobbs, the little boy. The little boy has a tiger called Hobbs, and the side cabinet always looks like this. It's always got everything jammed out. So I did this, and I made the drawers so that they were not quite what you think. And there it all opens out and reveals a real cabinet underneath with a special door that's made up to look and be not quite what you think. So I used to actually really enjoy doing fun things like this. As you can see on the top there, or should be able to, there's a faux melted ice cream and a Coke can that spilled over with the Coke still on the top. Of course it wasn't, but it looked like that. So that was fun for me. There's the ice cream, and it's dribbling over the edge a little, and of course the Coke can. All of these things are glued on top and actually look quite real. And there's the inside of that cabinet to give you a better view, which I loaded with a few toys just for this little promo picture. See, and once again you can see the ice cream and the Coke can, and they came with the cabinet. Now, as far as I know, I think that my granddaughter still has this. I hope so. So that's kind of, let me see if I can just, I used to do some things like this, which were reliefs. These are three-dimensional. They have lettering on there, but they're three-dimensional, and like the piano, this piano. Actually, if you could see up close to this piano, you'd see that it has strings and a gold frame like a usual grand piano, but it's in a forced, what I call a forced perspective. Now, this is another one. This was made for, it was called Unforgotten Times. They had, within the company that I made this for, it was a surveying company, and they commissioned me to do this piece that would be especially apt and appropriate for a company that went out doing surveying in the wilds of Florida at times. And as you can see there, it says Unforgotten Times was commissioned by, let me see, it even has a name, Kuna and Associates, as a tribute to the firm's mission of combining information from the past with state-of-the-art technology and a fixture. Piece is the work of Terence Flannery, a multimedia artist known for creating three-dimensional wood carvings that express passions, humor and emotion. And then they had, as I said, they had a little, they had within the company they had a contest for a competition for who could come up with a title for this. And I had a nice piece that I'd picked up somewhere, not one of my pieces, but it was a very nice piece of artwork, and I offered that. This was quite well paid for this piece. Quite a few $1,000s was the price of this. Let me see if I can find the other part. Yeah, I'm throwing them all away. Anyway, it was quite heavily carved, as is this one too. So the one who came up with the title of Unforgotten Times received the piece of art as a prize. Well, that's kind of another little look back to my problem about this. This is an end piece of a piece of a table that is fixed at one end, which makes it quite difficult to clean into that area. So what I'm actually thinking is I'll use the top and I'll make up a trestle to go into that, and then it will be able to be pulled out. It still will look exactly the same and will butt right up to the end of the dining nook, but it will be more convenient. But that will probably mean that I'll abandon that particular piece there. It's very, very heavy, and I can make it lighter. It had to be heavy because it was going to be fixed, but the new piece will not be. So we'll make an underneath part for this table, which will all be part of that piece of the project there. And then I'm going to put the lighting system up there too. Okay, well, that's it. And that was a little look at some of the other pieces of furniture that I've made. I designed and built unusual pieces of furniture when I was in California. Okay, that's it. If you can comment, the comments were back on for a little while, and now I think that they've been taken down again. Nothing to do with us. We don't make that decision, and because of a little glitch in the way that YouTube, the way that they work, and their computer and artificial intelligence, it means that our comments can be taken down. Okay, bye for now then.